Live as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Now Gino on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Oh, good move. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Smith. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Smith on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So second and 10 here. Now Smith throwing again. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Did he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. For the first time with Alvin Kamara. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 22-yard line.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, Smith. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
A second down throw for Gabbert. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Gabbert now on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Duke Riley coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Off the play fake, Gabbert. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Back to the air. Smith on second down. Looking deep for Gabriel. A swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And this one through the uprights and good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way,
now the ball comes loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
First down throw for Gabbert. That's complete. It's Gordon. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Gabbert. And he's got Snead. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
First down, Gabbert. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Gabbert from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a gain of 5, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Again, this is Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, look at the juke. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Here's Smith now on second down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First and 10, Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Coleman now. Room here to run. Room to run inside the 40. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. To throw on second down is Smith. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On first and 10, Gabbert. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So first down screen pass, good for 5. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Second down, Gabbert. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Gabbert. And an alley to run. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Gabbert on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They go play action. Gabbert. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To throw, Gabbert. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They run it again with Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And ready for 3rd and 6. Play fake. Gabbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll toss it to Coleman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down following the run. They will run again with Coleman. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing now is Geno. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll try the air now with Smith. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Here's Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He dumps it off for Henry. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 14. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Back 22! Back 22! Target!
From the gun, Gabbard. And the pressure gets to him again. Danny Nicholas in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
To throw on second down. Smith caught on the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, here's Smith. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Here's Coleman on the toss. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know he stays what we call clean and no one gets to him. The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike, that means the defensive front is eating up.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to... And it'll be fourth down. There's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Now it's Ginn. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. A second down throw for Gabbard. In trouble here And down he goes, back at the 8-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Back now here live in New Orleans. The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Out of the gun, Gabbard. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll work this one up to about 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Tough spot for the offense, 3rd and 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Gabbard now. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Smith now looking to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. A first down throw for Gabbert. Caught right side. It's Snead. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Gabbert. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing. Gabbert steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Here we go with Kamara. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. This is Coleman. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And quickly, they get to the line. Play action. It's Smith. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Here's Smith to throw on third down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Smith going to throw it. Buying time to his left. Evades him at the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Geno Smith, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Falcons, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.